Live, the news you count on. Gulf Coast News at 3 on NBC.
Right now, you're taking a look at the current temperatures as the cold weather continues to hit the Gulf Coast this week. Thank you so much for counting on us here on Gulf Coast News. I'm Alex Howard.
And I'm Megan Miller. Let's go right to meteorologist Lauren Hope. Lauren, it was cold yesterday, again this morning. It's warming back up, but can we expect those cold temps again tonight and tomorrow morning?
I don't expect the record cold, but we are looking at still colder than average conditions heading into tonight all over again. Punta Gorda, you guys woke up to quite the chill again this morning. You hit 40 degrees. That was a new record low, and now to the mid-70s. But across Lee County, Collier County, we didn't quite get to record lows this morning, but still well below normal. 70s for most pockets right now, and it is going to be another chilly night tonight. Temperatures in the 70s, but we'll be down to the 60s closer to sunset and then down into the 50s overnight. So typically this time of year, we'd only be down into the 60s. We are going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees colder than normal, but we are slowly bouncing back. So getting a little bit closer to seasonal toward the end of the week, and it has been picture perfect with low humidity. I'll show you when muggier weather returns to the Gulf Coast coming up.
Breaking new video of an SUV flipping over in Cape Coral. A home camera caught this crash this morning. This happened along Savona Parkway near Gulf Middle School. 2 vehicles were involved. Cape Coral police say the SUV driver was thrown from the vehicle and walked away with minor injuries.
And more breaking news at 3. Troopers found a car they say hit and killed a man in San Carlos Park. This is a photo of the Nissan Altima found in Fort Myers. The windshield is smashed, the hood damaged. Florida Highway Patrol says a car hit a man on US 41 just north of Constitution Boulevard in San Carlos Park just before 1 in the morning. Troopers say that second car may have hit the victim as well. They're looking for a red Chevy Malibu.
Breaking news, someone fired off many shots in Charlotte County, and now deputies are investigating to find out who did it. People who live by Taylor Road and Burnt Store Road heard the gunfire. Gulf Coast News reporter Kendall Brandt is live there now, talking with someone who heard the shots.
A neighbor I spoke with who lives off Burnt Store Road near Taylor Road tells me those shots sounded like they were right outside his home. Joe Mason says he wants to know who was firing that gun.
Roughly between 10 and 11 o'clock, we heard pop, pop, and then pop, 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 pop. And I can't tell you how many shots it actually was, if it was 5, 6, 7 shots, but I know it was rapid succession, semi-automatic weapon. That's all I could hear.
Neighbors online say they heard the gunfire. Deputies closed off Taylor Road from Burnt Store to Airport Road last night to investigate. They found casings, but no one was shot. There are some commercial businesses off this stretch of Taylor Road, along with a home for foster boys right across the street. Now you can count on Gulf Coast News to bring you updates as we learn more information from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Live off Taylor Road, Kendall Brandt, Gulf Coast News.
Kendall, thank you. New at 3, Cape Coral police arrested a man they say fired a gun into a house in northwest Cape Coral. CCPD arrested William Laird Friday. They say a neighbor called saying they heard gunshots nearby. Now, this happened on Northwest 31st Avenue. That's near Northwest 14th Terrace. Police say that Laird went to a bar to play cards, and after he came home, police say he got angry and upset after a fight with his girlfriend. William's brother and another man were in the garage when shots were allegedly fired.
A threat to blow up RSW Airport. Now, a man deputies say made the calls is in the Lee County Jail. Port Authority police arrested David Smith yesterday when he flew to RSW. Back in May, the sheriff's office got calls from someone saying there's a bomb at Southwest Florida International Airport. That's what the call said. They tracked those calls to Smith.
New at 3, the Captiva Beach Renourishment Project is making progress, but the project could be potentially blocking the views available from the Mucky Duck restaurant. Our Gulf Coast News reporter Gina Tomlinson is live from Captiva right now. Gina, what can you tell us about this project, and is anything being done to address the lack of a view?
Well, if you've been to Captiva before, you've probably sat right here on the patio and watched sunset. But now the restaurant's stunning view is being blocked by this wall of sand. Look, you can't even see the water anymore. And this is how the sand dune looks from the beach. You used to be able to see the patio, the window of the restaurant. Now the sand is all the way up to the roof. Crews with the Captiva Erosion Prevention District are building up the sand as part of the massive beach renourishment project. The district says it's critical protection, raising dunes to better defend against storm surge and hurricanes. But the problem, if you're at ground level, whether you're looking down from the road or down here at the patio, the water's just gone from sight. And for some longtime visitors, it's emotional.
Well, it's been special for us for 15 years, but I got to tell you, it's so different now, we're not totally sure we'll be coming back next year.
And does the sand play a part in that?
Oh, a huge part, yeah.
Play a part in that?
Oh, a huge part.
We reached out to the district, and ahead at 4, you're going to hear from the owner of the Mucky Duck on what would make him happy if the sand was to stay. I'm live here on Captiva Island. Gina Tomlinson, Gulf Coast News.
In Hendry County, a 66-year-old man in LaBelle is dead after a car crashed into a pond overnight. This happened just after 1 a.m. This is video of troopers at the scene. This happened on Evans Road. FHP says the man died right there at the scene. The crash is still under investigation.
Today, Cape Coral talked about adding boat docks to J.C. Park so you can pull up on the river and enjoy the park. The city's looking at 5 designs, with a few having kayak launches as well. Take a look. The next step in the J.C. Park renovation could add up to 24 boat docks. At its meeting today, City Council looked at the 5 designs, from long docks to others that have shorter slips, like a marina.
I don't believe pulling the plug on the whole deal is the right thing to do. I believe taking this one step at a time is the best way.
One of the biggest concerns is the cost.
It all comes down to dollars.
As far as the J.C. boat slips, we did not ask for this. We don't need this.
Some residents say they're not happy with the changes. We spoke to others who are excited to see what the new waterfront will look like.
Boaters coming here, that's fine. I'm a boater, and one more place to go, spend your money, help the local community.
Councilmember Steineke believes
the first time that a boat is going to be in one of those slips is, in my opinion, 3 or 4 years from now.
This isn't something that's going to happen overnight.
Council is still considering all options on what design to possibly choose. Right now, crews at J.C. Park, they say it's closed while they're renovating it. The city's spending about $18 million to add a band stage, snack bar, new restrooms, and shaped canopies. You can see the renderings of it here. Many people were upset that the city removed the invasive trees by the shoreline, but Cape Coral will plant new trees to replace them. The park is supposed to reopen next year.
Right now, the White House is accusing Democrats of selectively leaking emails from late financier Jeffrey Epstein to, quote, create a fake narrative to smear President Donald Trump. Epstein wrote in a 2011 email President Trump had spent hours at Epstein's house with a sex trafficking victim, and said in a separate message later that President Trump, quote, knew about the girls. Lawmakers also say Epstein wrote to convicted accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell 3 years after pleading guilty to the crimes. But this past summer, in a recorded interview, Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, the president's former lawyer, she never witnessed President Trump acting inappropriately.
I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
Shortly after that interview, Maxwell was moved to a minimum security prison camp, prompting criticism that she received special treatment. President Trump has repeatedly denied any knowledge of Epstein's sex trafficking crimes. Epstein died before his trial for allegedly paying underage girls for massages before molesting them. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of luring teenage girls to be sexually abused by him. Artificial intelligence is everywhere, even in the medical field. And ahead at 3:30, you've got to see how AI is making history on the Gulf Coast to determine your heart attack risk years into the future.
Choosing to buy a home or choosing to retire early. Next at 3, the factors that's driving some people to consider one or the other choice.